Now, this video is about Africa, and it's about Donald Trump. And when it comes to the woke and the mess that the lefties have made America, surely Donald Trump is a breath of fresh air, and he's rattled the pot in many ways. I don't know what he's going to do about the Israeli situation, but I do believe that he got shocked, the Americans got shocked, the Israelis got shocked, as the European Union got shocked at the strength of the Houthi and the Iranian attack. It's unbelievable stuff. Now, hopefully he'll ease off a little bit there. But we'll not just debate on Europe, on Israel, on Israel. I want to talk about a man that I identified in these videos easily 6 months ago. I didn't pick many, and that's ABRIHIM TROARI, who took control of the country Burkina Faso, a country of vast riches. When he did it, the Americans did everything they could to oust him, and that includes Trump's particular view as well, that America should provide security for them, and America and Europe take its resources, its gold and its oil mainly. Okay. They tried to oust him. Victoria Nuland landed into Burkina Faso and she was ran out like a dog. Traoré stood up and said, I'd rather fight and die for my country than live kneeling to anyone else. And that is exactly what they wanted. The French are taking its gold and have been taking its gold. That's stopped. They've been taking its uranium. That stopped. And the Chinese and the Russians came to the aid of Burkina Faso, but not in a military way. They provided them with the expertise. Mr. Traoré is building a canal to irrigate the land and feed his people. He's not taken any international monetary fund grants. He's not taken any USA grants. He's taken no European money. As they all say in Africa, Europe gives us lectures, China gives us airports. Europe is finished in Africa. They thought they could suck the whole good out of the mineral resources of Burkina Faso, Mali and Niger. And they thought they could threaten it with instability. The countries surrounding Burkina Faso have come to the aid of President Traoré. He's 35 years of age and he has a very, very good appearance. A very good appearance. They've come to his military aid. And slowly but surely, even Nigeria will let him ship stuff out. And slowly but surely, he's developing the country with irrigation and all of those type of food to feed its people. He has said that if we can't feed our people, we're failed. So that really shows a degree of intelligence that's very, very exciting. And if people like President ABRIHIM TROARI could get a grip on Africa and start to run it for its resources and give absolutely nothing to America, give nothing to Europe or nothing to anybody else without being well compensated for it. And if it can do its own development without banks and without waiting outside of Paris banks, London banks and New York banks, do it themselves, then that would be a great development. Because at the back of the forced migration into Europe is, in my opinion, the fact that the people controlling the money, those who have a grip on all the resources and have manipulated the whole money supply and the whole political scene, those people cause poverty in Africa, cause poverty in Asia. And if the result of that poverty is that the people there flee to Britain, Ireland, to get the avail of their unemployment benefit and health conditions that they can't get at home, They don't care. They are deliberately preventing the African people enjoying the fruits of their own country. And finally, Africa is beginning to see that. I said again, there's something very, very refreshing in the face of President ABRIHIM Traoré. He has it in one. They'll try to kill him. He'll be protected, but they're not getting in there. My advice to him is do not let America have any say at all, and don't let Europe have any say. Let them stuff their climate change where the sun don't shine. You develop your country. Your irrigation canal is a dream come true. What a beautiful country that can develop into. Because there's nothing in it for we here in Ireland. As a farmer, I get paid for my product. I get a bit of a grant to help over some of the difficulties, and they supervise the quality of the food. But I don't want that progress if I'm taken out of the mouths of a hungry African family. Right? You can say the Africans are not great inventors. They seem to make a mess of everything. But we have to live in hope, and you look at the mess that's been made of the European Union. Right? The migration shouldn't be allowed, but we should not allow the creation of conditions where these people come from, where a few big corporations like BlackRock Development, Blackstone Development, Vanguard, all these big houses that control all the money, can decide the future and can decide to develop the resources of Africa and Asia on their terms, so that they get all and the locals just get a cut. The fair way is the locals get all of it, and they build their own resources. And Burkina Faso has the gold. Where did Francis Valls get all the gold? They stole it. Now they'll not get any. It can be traded on the world exchange and bring in valuable money to develop Burkina Faso properly. They'll try to kill President Traoré. Don't you worry. They will. God protect him. So that's the story, folks. You can see that there's a round circle, that migration is only a part of that wheel, and that the other side of the wheel has the ripping off of the continent of Africa and the ripping off of Asia, and the refusal to deal with the people there on an equal basis, to treat them as partners rather than slaves. Don't forget, 200 years ago, they were coming in to Sierra Leone and West Africa and taking them as slaves, and burning them and making them eat hot coals to submit them. That's what the Portuguese did, and indeed the British may have done a bit of it as well. Surely the crowd that does that, is time to shake them off to hell out of it. That doesn't mean that African leaders shouldn't mix with European people of goodwill, but they're few and far between. So come on, President Traoré. I'd like the people of Ireland and my subscribers to know about him. I might post 1 or 2 links underneath to videos about him. He passes the appearance test. God protect him. And let the wet, woke, lefty rascals that call me a racist for not wanting the whole population of Africa into Ireland go to hell, and let me someday visit Africa or Burkina Faso and walk down the street with a free people and a happy people. I hope that day comes. It's all one massive big racket, and I want to just say this. The people of the United Kingdom will have a vote in the next election. You have only one game in town, rightly or wrongly, and that's Nigel Farage's Reform UK, and other parties the same. The people of Ireland have had their election. They didn't vote for Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, for they elected 8 TDs, 8 members who sided with them. All the Irish people can do, if they want to listen to me, is never ever vote for Fine Gael or Fianna Fáil again. At least with Sinn Féin, you get communism. If you want that, that's up to you. I certainly don't want it. That's all we can do. But that's not probably going to happen. The Freedom Party did not win any seats in the last election. And don't let people tell you we have no choice. They had a choice in that election and they turned their backs on a new tomorrow for Ireland and indeed for Africa. I hope the Orangemen have a good day in the north, and I hope it's peaceful and we get back to some type of normality and continue to understand and figure out the mechanism by which the world we live in works and is governed. We'll see you back soon. Bye bye.